The assault began with a fury that beggared belief. The sky over Cadia tore open, not with orbital bombardments in the conventional sense, but with the raw, screaming energy of the Blackstone fortress, crashing into the surface like a meteor of fury. Officially known as Cadia Prime, it was a terrestrial, Earth-like planet. The natural environment was much like Terra's a millennia ago, with a large ocean and a wide variety of terrain. But Cadia had become more than just a planet, it was a symbol. Settled before the onset of the Age of Strife by worshippers of the Chaos gods, it was resettled sometime in the early 32nd millennium by loyalists of the Imperium. And it was they who guarded the only known navigable route to and from the massive warp rift known as the Eye of Terror, a swirling vortex of raw chaos. Cadia alone was the cork in the bottle, and the people of Cadia, the gatekeepers of damnation. But the forces of chaos were relentless, launching massive assaults in an effort to break through. Their goal was simple: to invade the Imperium just as they had during the Horus Heresy. With that, Cadia became humanity's first and last line of defense. At least until disaster struck. The attack was immediate, brutal and overwhelming, the air filled with the prayers of the faithful, as the monstrous kinetic strike of the Blackstone fortress wiped out most of Cadia's defenders and tectonically destabilized the world. As the warp and its foul denizens claimed what remained, a massive evacuation of the planet commenced. 3 million of its citizens were saved before the planet finally ripped itself apart. The fall of Cadia represented a once unimaginable triumph for the servants of the dark gods, and the Eye of Terror began to slowly expand without limit, creating the great rift that divided the Imperium in half. In the wake of its destruction, the remains of Cadia in the era Indomitus were resettled by the forces of chaos, and became a stronghold at the heart of a burgeoning new renegade empire. The survivors of the fall of Cadia, on the other hand, largely took up residence on the industrial world of Kairos, which they have renamed New Cadia. The old Cadia, which had stood for thousands of years, was gone. The enemies of mankind were emboldened, launching new offensives on 1,000 fronts. The galaxy was now far more dangerous. Yet a glimmer of hope arrived. Primarch Rabut Gilliman was resurrected and launched the Indomitus Crusade to reclaim lost worlds. The war was far from over. It simply began anew, on a far more terrifying scale.